Hello and welcome. This is a yoga practice for athletes to help you to build stability, balance, and strength in a short amount of time. Please join me first in finding a seat that's going to help us to sit nice and tall and keep our space here for the lung capacity. So I'm sitting right now on my toes, bottom on my heels. That's a big stretch in your arches of your feet. See how that feels for you. If that doesn't feel good for you, can you sit on the tops of your feet? Otherwise, cross your legs in a comfortable position. So I'm going to start in with building our lung capacity to be able to run faster and be stronger, take bigger breaths, be healthier, boost our immune system. I'm going to start in by taking a great big inhale. Make sure that you're inhaling correctly. Put your hands on your belly and inhale belly, ribs, chest. So it's like you're breathing from the bottom up. Hold at the top just a moment. You don't have to hold long. And then exhale from the top down. Belly should come in towards the spine. Let's try that again. Inhale. Belly, feel your lungs expand. Your ribs go to the side. Lift your chest a little bit, rolling the shoulders down though. And then exhale, chest, ribs. The belly pulls back to the spine, releasing any toxins, any waste, anything that no longer serves us. Inhale. Hold it just a moment and exhale. Good. One more like that. Inhale. Hold it a moment. And then exhale all the air out of your lungs, everything you can. Get all the waste out. Very nicely done. Releasing. We're going to come to a cross-legged position. So if you're already cross-legged, stay there and I'll join you. We're going to take our right hand to the right. I'm going to go in the same direction that I'm saying. So I'm taking my right hand right, reach the left arm up and over. Now it's not important to get your left hand way to the right. What's more important is to take your left underarm and lift it to the sky. So you're creating some space in your ribs. It'll feel nice in the low back. See if you can keep that big breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, pull in the ribs and the belly. You don't have to pause at the top. One more like that. Good, and release. Let's try the other side. Feeling probably a little longer on your left side than you do on your right now. Walk your left hand to the left, bring your right arm up. And again, take your right underarm to touch the sky or the sun. Breathing in and out. Let there be a little constriction in the throat so you can hear your breath. It almost sounds like a light snore. Try to make the inhale and the exhale of even length. One more breath. Good, and then slowly come back to the center. And we're going to take our hands towards our heart. This is a tricky. We're going to cross our legs and try to stand up with no hands. Well done. All right, we're going to start with some sun stretches. Face the front of your mat or wherever you are. Maybe you're on a carpet, you don't have a mat, no problem. Inhale, reach the arms up as you take your legs close together. Bend your knees for me for the first one. Stick your bottom out and fold forward. Keep your knees bent. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. You're probably feeling this in your hamstrings, so really bend your knees. If you have very loose hamstrings, you can straighten your legs. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, legs bent or straight. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach out and up. We have to get flexible before we get strong. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you'd like. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, lift your torso up halfway. Walk your hands forward a little bit and walk your feet back to downward facing dog. This is an excellent place to start strengthening, start getting a little more stability. You feel your belly button pulling in towards your spine. Try to bring your heels down as much as possible. Now, if that makes your back round when you pull your heels down, I want you to bend your knees for me and just work on stretching your back. You can do this whole practice, this down dog sequence, with your knees bent. It's perfectly fine. But it's more important to get a back stretch than it is a hamstring stretch here. Good. We're going to lift the right leg. Lift it up to about the height of your hips. Great. We'll be feeling the weight distribution change a little bit here. Walk your hands back a little bit, pulling your belly. Keep your belly strong and extend your left arm forward. Take it off the floor. Yes. Now, if this feels too intense, here's the option. Take your left knee down and keep the right leg lifted. It's a great option. So option one, option two. Two more breaths. Keep your right leg very active. Squeeze your leg. Squeeze your left leg. One more breath. Good. And take the left hand down, right foot down. All right. Take the left leg up as high as the hip. Option, remember, is to drop the right knee. Perfectly fine to do that. Keep your belly in. And then lift your right hand. Find your balance. You're going to really need some core strength here. Pull everything into the center of your belly. Keep squeezing your muscles to your bones. Option to have your right knee down. It's excellent strengthening. Good. One more breath. And the right hand comes down. Left foot comes down. Nicely done. Knees down. And bring your belly down. Now we're going to take our right forearm down and turn to our right hip. So your right hip is on the floor. Well done. Pressing the elbow down into the floor, I want you to lift your right side body from the floor. Keep lifting it. So don't sink into your shoulders. That's not where we're going. We're lifting. Breathe. So what differentiates these postures? What makes them yoga? It's the breath. Remember your breathing. Full big body breaths. Breathe out. Slight constriction in the throat. Now I'm going to give you a little challenge here. Can you lift your hips off the floor? It's okay to step your left foot forward to help yourself. You're going to feel this around your rib cage, your serratus. You're going to feel this in your lats, your upper back. A nice strong upper back, strong arms. Good. Here or here. Good. And one more breath. And bring it down. Ooh. Now let's take it to the other side. Do that facing you. Left forearm is on the floor. Notice how my elbow's under the shoulder. Good. And I'm going to just press myself up. So notice if you're sinking. Lift up out of the shoulder. You engage your side body. One more breath. Now here comes the fun challenge. Option to step your right foot forward, remember, and lift your hips, or just lift the hips. Excellent for upper body strength. Great for basketball players, football players, lacrosse players. Using your upper body here. One more breath. And lower it down slowly. Woo, that was a lot. And we're going to turn back to the front and return, please, to downward facing dog. So our wrists are under our shoulders, our knees are under our hips, toes down, lift knees. From here, we're going to step our right foot forward in between the hands. Try not to slide your foot on the mat. And then open your back foot 90 degrees or parallel to the back edge of the mat. Arms are out. We're going to look over the right arm. Get your arms as strong as possible. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Look up. Bring your palms together. And then exhale. Bring the arms down as you bend the right knee. Don't let your knee go past your ankle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You're going to feel your quads starting to tremble a little bit here. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And exhale. Hold it here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Keep your belly in and up. 2. Legs are active. 3. Breathe through the nose. 4. One more breath. Well done. Straighten the right leg, bring the arms up, and then take the hands down. Now turn your right foot parallel to the edge of the mat, and left toes are facing long. So we're going to bend our left knee, extend the arms, look left. Now as you straighten the left leg, you can bring the arms up. Inhale, and look center. Exhale. Inhale, slow and controlled. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now stay 5 breaths. Look far left. You're gazing over your left middle finger. In yogic practices, we try to set our foundation, activate the legs, then check in with our breath, make sure we're breathing smoothly and evenly, and then we set our gaze. So our gaze is over the left middle finger. We have one more breath. Nicely done. Inhale, come back to the center. And we're going to bring our feet all the way together for Utkatasana. Some people call this chair pose, but it literally means fierce pose. So I want you to get really fierce here. You're going to bend your knees. Bend your knees, your bottom goes out. But instead of the bottom going out and the belly coming down, I want you to pull your belly button in. So you strengthen your low back and you strengthen your core. That's where the strength happens. Then you can choose how high you'd like to lift your arms. They can be here, they can be here, or they can be here. So you've set your foundation, right? Feet are active, your toes are spread, your arches are lifted, you're squeezing your thighs together, right? You can even squeeze a book between your thighs. That really helps to engage your core here. You've pulled your belly button in as much as you can, and your gaze goes forward, concentrating. Keep your belly button in. Keep breathing smoothly. Try to put weight in the balls of your feet, not just the heels of your feet. Good. One more breath. And bring your hands to your heart. Keep your knees bent. I know your knees, your thighs are probably quivering. We're going to take a twist to the right. So what does that look like from the front? I'm going to take my left elbow over my right thigh, not on my knee, right? And I'm not laying on my thigh with my ribs. I'm lifting away. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. 2 more breaths. Press through the balls of your feet. Squeeze your legs together. 1 more breath. Inhale, come back to the center. Keep your knees bent. Woo, it's a lot of work. Hands to the heart and twist to the left. Don't lay on your thighs. Keep squeezing your legs together. Look up beyond your left elbow. See if you can gaze beyond your left elbow with your slow, even breaths. One more breath. Now inhale, come back to the center. And oh, thank goodness you get to stand up. All right, we have one more standing balance that'll create a little more stability for us and strength as well. So we're going to step back to the front of our mats and step the left foot back. And this time, when we step our foot back, we're in a high lunge position. Go ahead and find that. We're going to imagine our thighs internally rotating, spiraling in towards one another. So everything is coming in towards the midline. Inhale, reach the arms up. Ball of the right foot is active on the floor. The heel of the right foot. Lengthen your tailbone, so no sticking your rib cage forward, right? That's not using your core strength. Good. And then we're going to try that twist again. So bring your hands to your heart. It's a little trickier here because you've got some balance involved. Take a twist to your right. Go slow. Remember, you can always lower your left knee down if this is too intense. Lower the left knee and bring your left arm on the outside of the thigh. Now, once you have your stability and your breath, turn your gaze up to the sky. That changes everything. Take 3 more breaths, slow and even. That's the trick. Can you keep your breath slow and even? It's easy if you're breathing quickly and sweating like crazy. Might feel like you're going to get out of it faster, but we're not. Just keep the breath slow and even. The mind will be calm. Good. Inhale. Come back to the front. And here's the clencher. Step forward. Woo. All right. Let's try the other side. Right foot steps back. Good. A good stretch up high. Notice if your rib cage is jutting forward. You want to pull it in. Pull in the belly. And reach up. Find your breath. Both balls of the feet are active on the floor. That's the very front of your foot. The toes are active on the floor and your thighs are rolling in. It's like they have a magnet between them. Now bring your hands to your heart center and slowly twist your belly left, ribs left, heart left. Bring your arm on the outside of the thigh. Option to lower the knee. You're still going to get a beautiful strengthening and balance. Or keep the knee lifted. Two more breaths here. Keep the breath slow and even. Last breath. Nice job balancing. Look forward and step forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Remember, it's always okay to bend your knees. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, walk the feet back to downward facing dog one more time. Keep the belly active and lower the knees. I'm going to work on a little bit of upper body opening now and strengthening. Walk your hands behind you and step your right foot forward, your left foot forward, and you're going to find yourself in a reverse table. So you see how I'm like a V here? I'm going to lift my bottom so I'm not a V. Lift it so my knees are in alignment with my hips, and I'm going to open through my chest. If you're feeling really, really strong, you want your legs to squeeze towards one another. If you're feeling very, very strong, you could lift one leg. Keep lifting your bottom though. Don't let your bottom sink. Bring the right foot down. Lift the other leg. Good. One more breath. Keep pulling the shoulder blades together on your back and lifting your chest and release. Now bring your bottom towards your heels. Oh, you get a good stretch to the chest. Should we try that one more time? All right, let's give it a try. Bring your bottom back a little bit. Shake out your hands. You can always turn your fingers out to the sides if that feels too intense on your wrists, or turn your fingers back. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, lift up. Let your head waterfall back. Option to lift your right leg for 2 breaths. Keep lifting your bottom and then try the other side. Say 2 breaths. Squeeze your arms and then lower it down. All right, nicely done. Stretch your arms forward. Relax your arms. You've got some nice upper body strengthening and lower body strengthening. Let's take the right knee in towards your chest. And then lengthen your low back on the floor. So stretch your tailbone towards your heels. And then drop your right knee over to the left. Look right, extend your right arm long. And taking it back, stretch your right leg long. Now pull the left knee in and just try to bring your low back down to the floor so you can't get your hand underneath it. Right? Stretch the low back down. Pull the belly button into the spine. One more breath. And take your left knee now and cross it over to the right. Extend your left arm long and look left. Nice. And bring it back to the center. And then rest as long as you can. Let your feet separate, arms separate. This is important. Your body needs to reset. I'll leave you here, but please stay as long as you can.